Yeah. That's.
John, you look so good.
I'm not even gonna move. I'm just gonna sit here.
They're the same picture.
We're good now?
Yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Aboriginal Outlaws. I'm Mr. Fox.
And I'm gonna let you.
You're supposed
Donnie
to
B.
be, you're supposed to be anonymous.
You know, that's messed up, ain't it?
Okay, who are you, Mr. Gorilla?
Donnie B.
I'm the Blue Spirit.
The Blue Spirit. Our guest today is anonymous. Even though, how can you not tell who he is by the mohawk and feathers? Mr. Goodleaf himself. Welcome back. Mr. Goodleaf, welcome to the show. How you been, brother?
Beautiful, beautiful.
Awesome. What's new?
There's a lot of things new.
Well, tell us some of them.
Well, you know, we've been almost around the world, putting a lot of miles on. We went down to St. Louis, Missouri, with a bunch of our folks, and we retrieved some valuable seeds, our traditional seeds from the Bank of Cornell, seed bank. That's pretty cool.
It is cool.
Yeah. So it was a big movement, and a lot of pride, you know, went into that, and the spiritual thing of part of like what the men are supposed to be doing is, you know, carrying the seeds. Mm-hmm. And that was a big thing about some of the men going down with the women and retrieving this. It was a really beautiful moment for us. And also we went down to Washington D.C. with the horse riders.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome, man. That was quite a trip. So yeah.
We had the pleasure of meeting some of them. Ain't that right, Blue Demon? We got to meet them at the Artists of Akwesasne.
Oh yeah.
They were with Jackie Moon and Mercedes Torres. Yeah, so that was really awesome. I really support their journey. Now, they are a tribe that is no longer being recognized, right? And that's what they're trying to fight.
Yeah, like they were once recognized. California and federal government, the IA, had recognized a whole bunch of them, and then started to take away different ones' federal recognition. And my views on that, federal recognition is foreign. It's foreign to Turtle Island, and the only ones that should be afforded that power to give somebody else recognition should be the Confederacy of Turtle Island, under the two-row that's being the opposite of them, which is the United States. So basically, that's where I would say that where I learned in my teaching comes from is we should have been the ones giving them federal recognition under who we are from the Longhouse.
That'd be a weird kind of alternate universe, right? Like Absolutely. If we were the ones running the show and being like, you know, okay, for those of you that identify as Irish, your card expires in 5 years. You know, isn't that? But that's the thing about white American, and I don't mean to get racial there, but I'm just saying that everyone is American, but they are proud of their heritage. They like to identify as I'm Irish, I'm Italian American, I'm actually Hungarian. They say all those nationalities before they're what country they're from, before they say American. But why are we the only ones, the original people, that actually has an expiration? What the fuck?
Well, here it is, you know, if we look at it like that, you know, we look at how come we have to get federal recognition.
Mm.
You know, and how long has it been since we even had what they call Native American Day? Why do we have to have American Native Day? Because there's St. Patty's Day, Columbus Day, Washington birthday, there's Lincoln's birthday, there's all these birthdays, there's all these holidays. But yet, it took how many years to have a Native American Day?
And they didn't give us the fresh day. Now they just stuck it on Columbus Day.
Yeah, they did. What do you think they're going to do to those people that believe in Columbus? You know, it's like shit on their parade. Oh, wait a minute.
Well, I
Was it
don't
a
know.
Columbus Day parade?
Did you see how they were acting out in Messina?
And
Well, you know
Syracuse.
what?
When the library closed, and they were like, "No, it's not Indigenous people." And they got all bent out of shape.
Well,
That's
people don't
Messina,
like
though.
change.
No,
Okay.
they
Messina
don't.
already
People
hates
don't
us.
like
they
change, and once you've been put on a little reservation for so long, you don't like change, you
Blue
know,
demon,
and
blue
that's the whole
Can you
thing
put?
about.
Can you turn the camera a bit? Get Anonymous more in frame, please.
Sit closer together.
We are close. We're close enough, brother.
Sit closer.
Okay.
It's too hot, man.
I am.
Yeah, this fucking mask is.
Yeah, I give off a lot of
You
heat.
guys done yet?
Yeah.
Wait. What? It was Johnny B the whole time.
Jesus Christ. They're burning up in that fucking thing.
You know, the funny thing is, if we actually did our podcast in masks like this, we'd probably have more viewers.
I think I'm gonna go as long as I can. I'm not being honest. But I do want some of that coffee. I don't know.
Let's reveal
I'm
ourselves.
not gonna try. Okay. It was Sugar Bear the whole time. But I am being dead serious about that. Why is our nationality, if you will, the only ones that come with an expiration date? Because if this can happen, where they say you are no longer federally recognized, that means it can happen to anyone.
Congress can do it at any time they want.
Yeah, see, that's where you give the power, you give up your power.
You can headphone now there, sir.
Oh, is that what that's for?
Yeah.
I thought those were for sleeping. All right, gotta watch the feather, guys. Can't be fixing
There you
your
go.
feathers.
How long does it take you to do your hair like that? Do you sit in the mirror for a while?
What are you talking about, man? Those are stapled in. What?
Oh, wait a minute. What are we talking about here now? We're
Federal
talking about-
recognition.
Okay.
And why all of a sudden they can just... Because that's fucked up.
Well, that's why you need an exploration date. Once you have an exploration date, then you can do whatever you want. You can renew or you can cut it. You know, and that's the whole thing. It's like when you're gonna Shuniue, though, you know, that's from the beginning to the end. And you're the only one that can denounce who you are. And this is why I say, you know, if you're Oklahoma, you're Oklahoma. And Native people on Turtle Island are Oklahoma. We use that term instead of saying Mohawks, Onondagas, because we use Oklahoma. Because Oklahoma talks about all of us. We're all one people. People that have the same mindset as us, you know, are Oklahoma. And it gets easier because when you're Oklahoma, you got to have everything that goes with being Oklahoma. Oklahoma is all the teachings wrapped up. It's everything wrapped up into one way. And that's the whole thing, is that we're losing that part. We're losing that understanding in a way that we're not teaching it to the fullest. That's how far we are, and that's where we have come. And that was the master plan for Oklahoma people, to take everything from them, to strip them. And that's where we're at. So, you know, I feel bad for these people. But they came to the right place. They came to the eastern door.
Now, why do you think it helped their journey the most, coming to visit us, you know, land where the partridge drums?
Well, first of all, the knowledge is still here. We still possess that way of receiving.
Mm-hmm.
We still, remind our people, remind them of who we are, and that we're no different. We're brothers, we're sisters, in a bigger family than you can imagine. So when we look at it that way, that's the best way to look at it, is like to think about how that will wrap around when a nation's starving, literally starving. It's up to the other brothers, the other nations, to step up and to bring and to support our other brothers and sisters, whatever their need be, and that's our job. That's what being Oklahoma is. Akweku, Uska. We all one. We're all one mind. But we have to think, we all have our own mind, but we have one way, and it's up to us to follow that way.
Mm.
And that's the whole thing too, we can't impose upon another an ideal like this unless we are willing and able to walk that way, that path as well. So that's where, a lot of things, where we should be and where we're not, but where we're trying to go is to that part.
So most people are looking towards the U.S. federal government for the recognition as some kind of validation of who they are, rather than looking inside and looking at other Ungwahuma people.
Yeah, what I heard also, brother, is that when a people have been totally erased, and that's what we have here. We have people that still holding on, but they have been robbed through colonization, through the boarding schools, and erased so much knowledge by breaking that chain. And it's so it shows right now how bad that is, and it's like, well, what do we do? What are we going to do? How are we going to bring awareness back to our brothers and sisters? First of all, we call them brothers and sisters. We acknowledge one another. When a cry is heard, we answer that. We take care of our issues. And that's what we're supposed to do in our own communities. And it's coming, guys. It's coming, because, the women are getting powerful now. They're really getting really, really powerful. And I think that the men have to get right there with them and empower them like we're supposed to do. And I think that even with white society and white government, what's happening there is a woman is running for that highest office. George Washington actually, and in my mind, in my understanding, when they adopted from the Iroquois the way to govern, the only part that they didn't like was the women part, was to give the voice to women. Mm-hmm. And that was their whole downfall from the get-go.
They didn't like the black people part either.
Well, that was another thing. It was just like the Indian part.
Yeah,
they really didn't like the Indian part, okay? Because we were better dead than alive in their eyes. So, but the whole thing was now is that if we go that direction now, and we look at what's happening, if Kamala Harris beats out Trump. It's, to me, in my eyes, is they would have restored their house and their way of government to putting a female at the top, which we once had. And they couldn't exactly go forward with their plan if we still had a woman at the top, because that would have been disastrous for them. Because they always put the women in the back, and our women were equal. We're all equal, and to put Jagunzas back in play, and that's what I feel like's happening with the United States.
You think Kamala Harris is Jagunsa there?
Well, I'm going to tell you what, and if that has to happen, then guess what? There's a lot of work that has to be done, and I think we're on it.
Yeah.
I think we're on that path to restoring Jagunsa back in the order that she should be. And in that way, the runaway government, the Haudenosaunee government, which I'm talking about, will have that balance back.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, again, it's all through artwork. It's all through what was drawn out, what was written, what was, pictures were made, and I look at the dates of those pictures that were drawn, and I'm like, sorry about that, but, when I look at a picture like, and see Jagunzas in the artwork sitting on along the river, and it was like, and she had all the warriors alongside of her, and it was so cool. And this this mural that is painted was painted in 1820 something, or in there. Anyways, in that mural, it goes around in this old bank in Cohoes Falls, and that it tells the story of the peacemaker coming around, and it shows where the Mohawks had chopped that tree down into the falls, and that's drawn out on that. And I thought that was so awesome, and it was an old artwork there, and and I was telling people they should go there and take pictures of it, because it's something that you need in your mind to see. And that was Jagunsa's there. So she looked like a queen to me, guys.
Oh, yeah?
She had a crown on and everything, and she had her clan, and all the men that was there had their clans, and it was like she had her forces under Guyana Legoa. If we could just look at how it should be and how it isn't out here.
Yeah, how do you say that to people out here? Like, there are people who think like federal recognition and tribal sovereignty is sovereignty. When they say the word sovereignty and we say the word sovereignty, we're talking about different things. We're talking about like actual sovereignty, and they're talking about word of the state sovereignty, the same way a state has sovereign under the federal government. So like, I don't know, what do you say to convince or to bring people over? Because a lot of people are lost out there, and they would probably resent being called lost, or they give you a reason why somebody was mean to them at the longhouse and that's the last time they went, or something like that happened. Or they just don't believe it. Like they're recreating the white systems here and just painting Mohawk words on them as if it's legitimate. It's just like the Mohawk police, which aren't actually Mohawk, right? It has nothing to do with us other than the words and the patch and the ethnicity of the guy. Some of them. Some of them, right, Johnny B?
Yeah, they do have sweet looking squad cars. So I'd like to just take one for a ride.
You can.
Can I?
I mean, yeah, all you gotta do is just maybe
Go over there and take my bolt cutters through that fence.
no, maybe just act a little crazy on the street. There, they'll come and pick you up and give you for a ride, man.
No, like I want to drive the thing.
Oh.
I don't want to sit in the back. I want to take the thing for a drive.
Yeah, when the guy comes with bracelets on you, you just step through his legs, over the shoulder.
Come on, you forget who you're talking to.
Okay, you step back real hard, put your weight against him.
You know,
the least amount of effort.
Wait till he stops moving.
Let's put the least amount of effort into this.
Oh, well, then you would just go to the academy.
That's a lot of effort.
Yeah,
No,
really.
you run 1.5 miles one time and that's it, bro.
Oh yeah, that's the America side.
That's a 1.5 mile run.
Look at some of those guys. Come on, you could be the chief of police.
Yeah.
I can just, like I said, take my bolt cutters to that fence, walk in there and take a car, right?
You know, to be honest, there's a few young cops.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few young officers that know the difference, and I know they know the difference. They know who they are, and I had the honors of working with these young people. They're young officers today,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm proud. I'm proud that they're getting this training, because one day they're going to have to work for the people. Not going to be working for BIA, but they're going to be working for the people.
You think that will really happen? You think, push come to shove?
Well, listen.
I'm skeptical.
I mean, come on. First they put you in a cage, right? They put a fence up around you, and then they give you rules to follow.
Mm-hmm.
Only because they opened the door to them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, again, that's the influence of the outside coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all that is. There was a time when it goes deep, guys, and I hate to go this way, but I'm going to go this way because that's what we're here for.
Go deep.
We like going deep here.
Go deep.
Christianity had a big part to do with this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
What they wanted to do was they were preaching that they wanted our women to marry non-native people so that they would have light-skinned children.
Mm-hmm.
So that the light-skinned children would be able to get along better in the world.
Mm.
And they weren't looked and frowned upon because their skin was dark.
Mm-hmm.
And they really pushed that. And everybody wanted to be like the Kennedys and, back in the days, because that was like, and it was like the way it was. That's the way the church was pushing it.
Mm-hmm.
And you could see it in the old pictures. They had a lot of pictures were taken, and you could tell how it was like they were really pushing to be something that they weren't. Only through Christianity, and you could really see the difference on Sunday, Easter Sunday.
Mm.
Easter Sunday, the most beautiful colors. The women, the girls were all dressed in their finest for Easter.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I remember as a little kid. Because when I was a little kid, I remember sitting in the church. I remember all my brothers and sisters sitting in the church, and my mom, my dad. And I'm so glad that I got to see that. So today, I look back at that, and I remember there's a path to coming away from that, to going back to Ganashuniunwe. All we had to do was have some courage. And when my mom got courage to do this, she did it. She turned her back and she walked away from that church. And it changed a lot because she made that move and she energized her children to be strong and to push the natural way. Ganeshuni uwe. The word I look at that sovereignty again. Remember we talked about sovereignty last show, but that sovereignty is important. You know, you are the only one that can give up your sovereignty. And that's why they don't tell you what that is. So that they can trick you into being something that you're not. We had a meeting tonight. We talked about food sovereignty. We talked about food. We talked about how we're going to put foods away, how we're going to do all these things. Do we need to do that? Is that something that we all need to think about? Is how we're going to put the food up, where we're going to put the food. We got a lot of people working, a lot of programs, a lot of people trying to figure this out, a lot of people trying to figure this out. And my hat's off to them, even though I don't wear one too often, but it's off to them. So, you know, it's all right around when we talk about this stuff.
What is your diet like? Because I'm looking at us, and you're obviously doing something right. Because you could literally wear me as a suit. That's how big I am. And I feel ashamed. I had goulash tonight. I made my family goulash. And they sat me next to you, and I'm burping up sausage. But I'm doing the nice thing, and I'm going this way. You know, but...
The trick is not to eat it all.
But it's so good.
Let's see if you can go at least 2 weeks. At least 2 weeks, man.
No, seriously, how long do you think I should fast? They say 4 days, but you think I can make it 7?
4 weeks.
I think you can go 14 days.
You know, without hurting yourself, you know, I wouldn't jump right into that, you know, fasting, you know. Fasting is it's a hard thing on the body, man. And I would see an Indian doctor first.
I know I don't look it, but I can make it to 2.5 days. The one time I did it, but I fucked up, and I didn't know that eventually you're supposed to start putting mineral water in your body. And I was just like, I think I was talking to you when I was doing it. I'm like, oh man, I fucking feel bad.
Well, I mean, you were wandering around and shit too. You're not like, when we fast, we like go in the woods and like isolate.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I had to go provide for my family.
Why'd you start now?
What a stupid.
But, you know,
I got a job. What are you trying to say, you fucking hard on? He loses 25 pounds and now he's a big shot. You fucking mook. Okay? You know what?
Big shot weight loss.
I know. But you do look great.
I know, thank you.
trainer
I want to
over
touch
there.
it. You want to touch it?
It's still fat.
Wow.
It's still fat.
Wow, man. I want to fucking iron clothes on that.
Yeah, you can go 14 days, man. Jump right into it. You don't need no mineral water, no nothing. Don't listen to Josh. Just fucking jump into it,
if
man.
you're going to do it for health purposes and losing weight, what he's talking about is when we fast for our vision. We fast for a direction.
Mm-hmm.
When we go and we fast for these days like that, you know, we usually go to the mountain and hunker down in the mountains and do our thing out there, you know, and after the 4th day, you start to look at everything edible in the woods, you know, and if it isn't, you're going to try it anyway, you know, but I'm going to tell you, but the 5th day, man, you're digging up worms and everything, man. I'm telling you
You're
what,
chewing
man.
on your Crocs.
Yeah. So, you know, if you're gonna do it for that reason, that's the way that you do that. But if you're gonna do it for like to lose weight, you know. What's that, Craig?
Jenny. No, but I'm dead serious. When you see one of your Ungwe brothers like me, and I am a little bit on the heavy side, do you feel just like a little bit of disappointment? Or are you just like, what are you doing, man?
I do.
It's like, will you stop? You know,
I did.
Our ancestors didn't have macaroni. Why are you doing it? You know, you're not gonna hurt my feelings. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. Go ahead.
All right,
It is delicious.
You actually got a face that'll stop a lacrosse ball.
Oh shit. Anyway, that's our show, folks. Okay.
Walks out.
But
And the belly to stop 12 of them. I thought you were padded up when you jumped in the truck.
I
Shit.
always wonder why they made me goalie. He's like, he don't have to move. He just kind of like leans.
I like to run too. Why the fuck do I just have to stand here?
Okay.
when we had the little guys and we were going through lacrosse and everything, and you know, and we always picked out the one that could move and the guy that could block a ball. Mm-hmm. And you know, and he was our goalie. And you know, we put everything into that goalie. We put all encouragement into that, because that goalie has to take them shots, man. And from young ones right up, you know, myself, I was coaching a little bit about, you know, the young guys, you know, getting them ready for the moving up, you know, teaching them the manners in the game, that it's a game, you know, and yeah, we'd look at like you as a goalie, you know. And
Hey, without a good goalie, you're gonna lose every single game.
You're still on the team.
Oh, good, man. Good.
yeah.
You're playing the game. You ain't watching the game.
Yeah.
I just hope I'm not on the team that's skin. You know, I want to be on the Jersey team.
Yeah. Those balls hurt.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
But no, man. You know, sometimes you're made to be heavy, man. Sometimes you're made to be what you are, man. You can't. It's in your gene, man.
I like that.
You know, and
I don't wear many jeans. They hurt.
You know, you're gonna mess with me. You gotta go through him. And that's how it should be.
Don't
you know,
fucking
you're gonna mess with me. You're gonna go through him
You
first.
don't mess with a guy who wears shorts in November, motherfucker. Okay. All right.
I notice some people, they find their way back through things like sports, through recovery. A lot of people find their way back through recovery. And I don't know, how do you encourage people? Like there's ones that are really lost, and I feel like they're dragging the rest of us into the ship. They're trying to. And they think it's a good thing. They're almost like that. They're like that Indian agent. They're like the missionary. They're doing the missionary's job, but they live in this, I don't know, this cognitive dissonance where they pretend it's Mohawk, or they pretend it's progressive, or they pretend it's like the future, when they're just copying, in probably a shitty way, what happens on the outside. Like how do you tell others to like face that, or you know, what do we do to convince those people to come climb back in the canoe?
Well, I really think that just by action, and that's why I keep moving. That's why I keep doing what I'm doing. I keep moving and doing something, because I know somebody's watching, like you young guys. I know our people are watching, children are watching. You know, because I grew up reading about my elders, what they did. I grew up knowing that they were before me, and they were movers. And today I'm following that, which I was shown. So, you know, if we could take our teachings and share them just by our action, by moving, by working it. It's action speaks louder than words, my man. And that's the way of action.
I do like action.
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 Don't I look like I could be in one of those barbarian movies? Conan. Maybe not exactly Conan, but maybe the guy in the back.
With a club.
Yeah.
Legs are a little short.
Yeah, the guy with the club. And
I get it. I am only.
Maybe.
I am
No,
only,
I
am
wasn't.
only small in stature, there, sir.
I wasn't. I was just. You were saying Conan. You know?
I'm thinking like maybe a Lord of the Rings type.
yeah, I'm
of
thinking
love
the dwarf. The
Yeah.
dwarf.
Gimli.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, or a goblin, you know.
Yeah, run
Nobody throws a dwarf.
Or like you said, something about your face. You could be an orc, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, but you look like that big fucking guy running through the woods who's like, find the halfling.
I look like the guy with the big thing with the big brick and just runs through walls.
Yeah,
Knocks
the
himself
troll.
up. Yeah,
yeah.
big fucking
Yeah.
troll.
Yeah.
Or no, the Goblin King with the big
With the big,
big nutsack chin.
That's the Hobbit.
or they,
Yeah, those aren't as good.
We don't have to go there.
same thing, right?
Don't take a fucking hike, nerd. Huh?
fucking thing.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit. The Hobbit can suck my ass.
It wasn't that good, was it?
No, it wasn't. How'd you feel about the Hobbit?
It was cool because you know what, that damn show should have showed us the state that we are in. The state of affairs that we're in with that whole thing. People grab onto things and it becomes their precious.
Yeah, the power. They want the ring of power. But the only way to actually win is to throw the ring of power away.
Right.
Destroy the power.
Yeah.
They tried doing that, but it always comes from a white voice, and then we get Avatar.
Well,
Avatar?
Avatar was another good message.
It was a great message, but what I'm saying is that
Fuck the trees.
it's giving
coming from a guy who used to cut trees down,
indigenous
huh?
people like kind of a voice, but it's just like, yeah, but we're gonna make you blue. You okay with that?
And you're going to have a USB port in your head.
Well, I thought you wore that because you wanted to bring up Easter. So I'm like, there you go.
Your fucking Easter outfit.
We do look at a couple of
No,
legs,
no,
don't we?
but here you go.
Thanks
All right.
for dressing
No.
up for this episode.
Yeah, this shirt here was given to me as a gift, you know, and I was like, you know, I'll wear it.
It's not a bad looking shirt.
You know, and she wasn't a bad looking woman either. I gave her to.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know,
I know, I've seen your
and I
wife.
was like, and she's just like, just go to TJ Maxx and, you know.
On me, that would be a gator. I just wear it right here.
No, it's stretchable.
It's not that.
It would be
There's a limit.
It would be like a Power
You'll be able
Ranger.
to see through it if you put it on me.
That fucking neck piece just choking you.
Just spandex.
Don't be mean, man. Come on. I thought you were on my side.
It'll fucking choke me too. Don't worry.
I know, Jesus. Fucking, I thought we were fellow fatties, and we're just like fucking. They're picking on him.
try.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think the tight shirt will suck it all in, but it doesn't. It just kind of wraps around it, so you just look like a
Marshmallow.
condom. Yeah. It's a condom full of goo.
Kind of
What
like
is
gift wrapping
this?
a teddy bear.
What is this condom you speak
I've
of?
heard of them.
What is this? What's this fucking for Spanish? Are you speaking Spanish? What are you doing here, man? Condom? Condom? No, I don't. Beyond me.
Yeah.
What are you doing here? What did our ancestors use as a contraceptive? Did we even try to, like? Here's the thing. I understand sex is sacred, but in our culture, was sex ever looked at as fun? And didn't want to, result in pregnancy. Like, were there any contraceptive things that we would use? Maybe like herb that someone would take afterwards to.
I have no idea, but I can just say that you are the most lucky person sitting here tonight.
Thank you.
Okay, because you were picked out of how many thousands and millions of little pollywogs. You made it to the top, man.
Oh, I thought you were talking about how I got laid.
Without a condom, you know what I mean? If there was a condom,
Oh man.
or
You would have ran into that barrier head first.
No, man, I busted through that fucker. Like, poof,
Yeah, are you in the other hole?
I was.
That's the condom your father had in his wallet for fucking 20 years.
They show me how to do this on a banana, right?
Expired in fucking 72.
Yeah. But no, seriously, we
But
didn't
seriously, you have to look back, man. Look at how many grandparents you have, man.
Yeah.
Look at how far you come back, because you know something, you came from the beginning.
I did.
You came from the beginning, man, and you know what? That's serious shit, man. If you really have to look at that, is how many since the time of birth you came and you won, and now you have children.
I do.
You know, and that's gone on now to another, and it's so fucking real.
Yeah, I'm billion-year-old carbon. I come from the cosmos.
Yeah, yeah.
I have all these children. I eat goulash. And I tell fucking dick jokes. Because I won.
But you know, you could be the end of it too. we were all given pats, man. We were given
That's
pats,
right.
and you know, and how do we keep it clean for the next generation? What are we supposed to do? We're supposed to just live and let live, you know, and then what happens is our children start to suffer because they're losing their knowledge, they're losing their ways, because we don't take it serious enough to help our young people to understand that, you know, like this is real what we're talking about right now. This is it, you know, and it's like our young people.
Thank you.
Jeez, I don't know, maybe.
God, maybe no more pasta on fucking Monday nights.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, lay up the garlic.
Yeah.
I got to go on that Josh Sargent diet.
The one that makes you lose weight.
What's your Monday diet looking like?
Give me five.
I made acorn pumpkin soup yesterday with, and I made some shredded chicken. So for lunch, I just warmed up some of that.
Okay.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Yesterday we put on a meal down at the Jock Road at the Longhouse over there for the community, and we cooked pumpkin pies. You know, I showed how to cook from scratch. You know, the whole thing from scratch, and they should come over and help. You know, and that was cool. And Jeremy came over. We really, and my brother Nelson came over at 11:30 yesterday. And started cooking, and we cooked up a whole shitload of food, you know, and salt pork, biscuits, apple pie, pumpkin pie, moose, venison, and some, I don't know. I thought he said buffalo, but I could be wrong. But we had a bunch of meat, you know, and we just put it all together, and the salt pork was great, you know, and I poured the grease from the salt pork over the biscuits, you know, and man, it's just, that's how you put it together. And you know, then we sang some songs after that, you know. After about 6 o'clock, we went into the longhouse and jammed out a little bit, which was awesome. You know that little guy, Aaron Jock?
Yeah, I love Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron. You know, he's like my little nephew, you know. And Aaron came, and I put him on the big drum with us. And he got into beat after a little while, you know. He was right in there, you know. And I could tell he was having a moment, you know, a proud moment, that he got to sing on the big drum with us, you know, and it was really good.
Wow.
So, yeah. Aaron.
All right.
Oh.
Nice.
Do you cook a lot with like beef tallow and lard and stuff like that, or do you stick to like, what do you use for animal fat when you're cooking?
Crisco.
Crisco, shortening.
Well, yeah. Crisco.
Really?
And well, my auntie showed me that was the best way to do it. You know, we used to use lard.
Yeah.
Regular lard.
Yeah, lard's better for you.
Yeah, and lard was like...
That's what they say.
Lard is better for you. That Crisco shit's fucking terrible for you.
Yeah,
if you have heart disease, it's probably from the Crisco.
Isn't that weird?
That's why you don't eat pie every day.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Just leave it to the holidays, man.
But
when you do, you eat the whole
Fuck, are you to
pie.
talk? God damn it!
For the fucking holidays, man.
what kind of holiday did you
You know
have?
I ain't worried about my house, so look that way. Don't point those judgy eyes this way, motherfucker. That was for y'all, all right? Y'all fucking health fanatics over here.
I'm dying at 42, motherfuckers.
Man,
If I don't fucking go naturally at fucking 59, I'm fucking just clocking myself out. That noise, yeah.
Jesus Christ!
I'll probably do it right on your road, right in front of your house.
Jesus.
Yeah, right as soon as your kids are getting off the bus, too.
What's he talking
You're a
about?
goddamn monster. You know that? He's saying he's only gonna live till 59, and that.
I like my snacks. The fuck?
Yeah, I mean, that's generous.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
59 years of
It'll be a
turmoil.
nice fucking
Turmoil
service.
on this.
It'll be a nice
It
service.
will.
Yeah, you guys will be all right.
Where do you want to have the service?
I don't know, fucking Wild Bill's parking lot.
Yeah, what are you gonna be? Which denomination are you gonna be?
What?
What are you gonna be when we bury you? Which graveyard?
Oh, I don't know, man. Just fucking burn me.
Yeah,
Yeah, put my
Put you in a boat?
You know those little vials with the little spoons in them?
yeah.
Put my ashes in those little vials. That way, whenever you guys take out, little fucking toots get Johnny B. I'll leave a fucking brick somewhere. Put my ashes with cocaine,
Yeah.
and everybody just doing little tootskis. Yeah.
There we go.
God damn, you want us to Keith Richards, you, huh?
Oh fuck yeah.
How about we just drop you off at the dump? How's that?
Transfer station?
Yeah.
Dump road. We're gonna keep a tradition.
No. Come on, what are you doing? What are you
Right,
doing?
right,
That's, that's littering.
Illegal
Come on,
dumping.
man, come on. You ever see what body fat and acid from the stomachs do to the soil?
Yeah.
Just singes it. Just.
Yeah.
Never.
No. So when it's your time, do you want to go just right in the earth, or you want to go pine box?
I just want to be wrapped up and put in the ground.
I was thinking that too.
You know, my mother was done like that. You know, yeah, and just bundle me up, put me in the ground. You know, it's natural. He must be burnt,
Yeah.
but maybe we could put him and use
Or
him for.
put me on a raft. Pull me
gonna-
down the St. Regis River and you guys take turns shooting fire arrows at me.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, right?
It's gonna look like
Right?
when you burn tires.
Fucking black smoke. Throw a fucking tire on me. We'll do that.
We'll get rid of all those tires next to your
Yeah,
dad's.
next to my parents' house. Get rid of all those fucking tires.
Oh, come
Big,
on.
big fucking stack and just put me on top like an old fucking goddamn Spartan funeral. And just set me on fire. I want the smoke from my funeral to be seen from space. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you can see that smoke from Toronto. Yeah, fuck yeah.
You know what's crazy is that some people that are morticians, like have a crematorium and shit.
Yeah.
They say that sometimes the fat that burns off people actually starts like a grease fire.
Yeah, if you're too fat, they have to do you sections.
Yeah. Because it's just like, and like the fire comes out of control.
Plus, yeah,
I've seen it happen.
Have you?
yeah, firemen, right?
Damn.
Yeah, I've seen it happen. I'm gonna tell you what, you know, man. My brother's wedding, he was cooking this big fucking pig. We told him it was too big of a pig. that fucking
You
pig
can
caught
never
on.
have
That
too
pig
big
caught
of
on.
a pig.
It caught on fire, and man, that grease got on fire. Man, it was like an inferno. I mean, that pig was supposed to take 7 hours to cook. Well, we had it done in 4.
Little burnt.
Oh, shit.
But you know, you just peel that off. It's all
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Yeah. But
And that was your brother Nelson?
no, that's my brother Glenn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he said, "We'll put it right. We'll cook it right here right here. There won't be so much wind right here. So we put it around inside the garage." Oh, mistake.
There goes the siding.
Had to replace the siding.
There
didn't
goes
you?
the side. There. Oh my God. Somehow we think that's indestructible. Indestructible since we put it on the house, right?
Right.
Oh yeah.
But Nelson, your brother, that's Tyler's dad, right?
Yeah, that's tight
Yeah,
with that.
him and his son Tyler, they came and brought their big ass smoker. It looked like a fucking train. It looked like the thing that the caboose.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
and they brought it over, and we had 2 big ass pigs, and they cooked those fuckers for like 16 hours overnight up until the next afternoon. Let me
fucking
tell
sounds
you,
good.
when you wake up and your neighborhood smells like bacon, it's like, oh man, something primal just comes out, and you're like, oh yeah, baby. It was good. It was so good. But you can only have so much pulled pork for so long because you're going to have leftovers for like a month. And you're like, I'm fucking sick of this shit. I'm sick of pulled pork sandwiches. Jesus Christ. You know, happens. Anyway, that marriage didn't work out anyway, so I ate those pigs for nothing.
Too much pork.
Yeah.
No, you can never have too much pork.
She did make a lot of pork chops.
At one time, yes.
She did make a lot of pork chops, man. She did make a lot of pork chops. She did. Yeah, she did. Dump her fucking cream of mushroom on it. You know, that shit.
Too much grease.
I was like, what are you doing? What the fuck are you doing, man?
Way too
What
much.
are you
Way
doing?
too much grease. That gets you right in the gut right away.
Right? Get that gallbladder.
You know what? On the subject of grease, I'm still in the whole diet thing. How do you feel about people that kind of, you know how our people really glorify like fry bread and stuff, but it's people are reminding us like a lot, like our good friend Aloyas there, are reminding us that fry bread was actually a struggle food.
Yeah, it's refugee food.
Yeah. So how do you feel about when Unguhilan people we glorify foods like fry bread? The struggle foods.
We're so used to it. And a lot of our people think that it's natural. They think it's like a traditional food now.
Yeah.
And that it is really, it's a bastardized food, and it wasn't meant, it was not given to us as a part that was going to help us grow. It just made us, helped us survive.
Yeah.
So it was a survival food. Basically, it was rations that were given. Yeah, it was all the stuff that wasn't suitable for the white table.
Yeah. A lot of times it's the same with like the canned meat.
Yeah.
They gave us rancid like grease.
Everything was rancid.
Yeah.
And like moldy ass flour.
Well, that the Battle of Little Bighorn, when the Lakota were out there, one of the guys there was a store owner who was supposed to supply them with food because that was part of the deal. They stay on the reservation and they get this food, right? So he's supplying the food, but he was supplying them with shit food, and they said, we're hungry. He said, well, go eat grass. So when after the battle, they found him dead with his balls cut off and his mouth stuffed with grass.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Well, yeah, that's the way it is. But if you look at that, it's like, if you think about how this is all you have. This is all you have. You have to make something of this. You got to eat this. Even though it was all the stuff that at the mills that were swept off the floor, all the sweepings that fell on the floor that didn't go into the white bin, went into the native bin, and that was the sweepings. And it was rat infested.
Yeah, it's like the rolling tobacco.
Rodent shit in there. And once it got flour on there, and that's why they made sure you had a screener. They didn't even give you a screener either sometime, the screen to sift the flour out.
Yeah.
Man. I can remember as a little kid, that was my job, was to turn that little damn thing and knock that flour out. Clean that flour. Make biscuits, salt pork. And where did the salt pork come from, guys? What is up with the salt pork? The salt pork came over on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
It came in barrels of salt pork. And salt pork was actually a part that really messed us up as a people.
How so?
Well, they only gave you so much pork.
Mm-hmm.
And usually the ones that were the receivers got the pork. It didn't trickle down to everybody.
You mean it's like them real nice cars parked in front of...
Chief and Council, they call that. Chief and Council got that,
Yeah. Yeah. It's like the nice Cadillac and very fancy SUVs parked in certain driveways like that.
Absolutely. Those are the salt porks of today.
Yeah.
Well, which Which food do you think has been more damaging to us? Would it be pork or would it be beef?
McDonald's.
Well, that's nothing.
You don't think it's spaghetti?
Well, McDonald's covers it all. McDonald's covers it all.
Yeah.
You know, they got the pork. They got everything in there. They got beef in there. You know, everything's in McDonald's.
Do they have pork at McDonald's?
You can't get a BLT
No idea,
without
man.
it.
No idea, man.
You're not eating McGriddles?
Don't act like you don't fucking know.
Don't know. I haven't been to McDonald's in ages, boys.
Shut the fuck up.
Ages.
Whatever.
I went
know
to
what you
McDonald's
know,
last
but-
week.
I'm on a health kick.
I think they named Big Mac. You know, and
I don't know. Do they sell bacon there? Yeah, bacon, egg, and cheese. You got your
Yeah.
pork right there.
Yeah.
Like an egg
Yeah,
and
your
cheese.
sausage and egg.
fucking breakfast sandwiches,
Sausage and
man.
egg,
Sausage.
BLTs, bacon, lettuce,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
burger. You know, so you know it's all there. And well, I kind of went off on your.
Well, you were talking about
you know.
food, and like food sovereignty is an important thing. You notice on our other podcasts we talk about there's parts of the community that are kind of like a food desert. There's like say in Snai, there's really you have convenience stores, but there's no like actual grocery store, and you have to drive kind of a ways to go to get actual groceries. And even here in Fort, it's weird because it's like farm country, but there's no local farm stand. We have to drive Malone, Messina.
You got the farmer's market at Dent Park.
Sometimes, but you're not doing most of your grocery shopping there.
Maybe we should.
I mean, if we had an all-year market or a grocery store, something like that. I mean, I think it'd be a great business for somebody who wanted to run a grocery store.
You want a grocery store?
You know, I run enough right now.
When you run a store, it like owns your life, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, it kind of takes time, a lot of time, and you know, if we could, again, it goes right back to the goddamn commercial. You know, it goes right back to commercializing our food. You know, and if that's what we're in it for, is to make money, then we're in the wrong goddamn thing. If we're trying to help humanity, and you know what, humanity is going to take help. And it's going to be free, you know. But that's where we got to go. That's where we got to get to. How are we going to help one another? How is it? What it's called? How are we going to exchange?
Yeah.
There's a word. Come on, there.
Exchange?
Educate it, guys. No.
Commerce, trade.
Barter.
You're getting all them words. Yep. Barter. What? Or no. Reciprocate.
What? Reciprocate. Store.
Yeah. So by that, with each nation,
Yeah.
you know, and it comes a job. Your job isn't about money no more. It's about what you do, man. You're the potato man. You're the squash man. You're the corn man. You know, and everybody has their part. Don't try to do it all. Be good at one part.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one guy's gonna be the woodman. Be the best woodman. You know, and that's how we do it. And man, it's going back to something which they don't want us to do that out there. They want us to be relied on them. And that's where we become dangerous. Because when we no longer need them, we're doing something wrong or they're doing something wrong. And they criminalize us. So we have to make sure that the provisions given to us within our path is followed. That becomes equal.
So we need to adjust our values and bring them. You know, I was watching a program earlier. They were talking about bread, and they talked about how America ruined bread.
I'm sorry.
So like if you go to France, bread's like a thing. There's 30,000 independent bakers for not in the whole country, just in Paris. So there's 30,000 of them, and in the United States there's 3,000. And you know, the United States has like triple the population of France. So there's like one per whatever state or some shit like that. But the point was that the French valued the taste and the whole culture of bread and making it and eating it. When they eat dinner, they don't eat dinner on the run. They don't eat on the run. They sit and they eat and they enjoy it. And that's their part of their values is sitting there enjoying the food. And you have to eat the bread every day because real bread goes bad. It goes bad in a day or two. It doesn't last at all. Whereas American bread's all full of these chemicals and it's cheap and it's fluffy, but it's actually poisonous. They use ingredients in the United States that are actually illegal in Europe. Mm-hmm. And that was part of the point was like it's not just about like, oh, this food is bad. It's about what are the values surrounding food and eating and gathering. And we're kind of talking about the same thing here and altering the values amongst each other and even in our community and amongst the other communities to realign with something that is more traditional, more original, and probably brings more happiness and more, I don't know what the word is, more, you're more stable. You're less reliant, more independent. Right, Johnny B?
So this is how bad your day goes. You get home and you watch documentaries on bread.
I was at work.
That's what I was thinking.
That's like how bad your day goes.
No, I was at work.
Yeah, because he doesn't eat bread, so now he's gonna watch TV about
from
bread.
a guy whose diet consists of like 3 croutons, half a grain.
I don't eat
have
croutons.
croutons.
No, that's bread.
Too many
a
carbs.
Ritz cracker.
Yeah.
No
That's
Ritz
your
crackers.
enjoyment for the day is
You're
bread
naming
documentaries.
carbs.
Yeah,
Stop
get it right.
I don't know the difference, man. Look
We
at
know,
me.
yeah, we
I
can
don't
tell.
give a fuck. Jesus, look. I don't care. If it's delicious, I'm gonna eat it.
If I made bread, would you want a loaf? I used to make bread.
Well, it's just like asking me if I want Amish bread.
Look at me, man. The bread's gonna be good. I even make homemade pizza sometimes.
What's wrong with Amish bread?
He's trying to say I got dirty hands.
Yeah,
I did not say that.
We already spoke about the Amish last time there, Roger.
Oh yeah, we did do.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It turns out the Amish are his heroes.
Well, you can say what you want about them. They're never going to find out about this.
They might. He's gonna tell them.
Yeah, he's gonna drive right by there. Yeah.
You know, I was working on a joke where it's like you'll never see black people do. You'll never see a black Amish. But then I had to Google it to fact check, and actually I'm wrong. There are black
Really?
Amish. Yeah. There were communities of when black people were freed. Some back in 1800s, they're not living that different than Amish, and some of them lived next to Amish communities and became like Amish. So they have.
They're like Amish. They're not Amish.
Yeah.
Okay.
They do know they were
Amish.
freed, right?
They're just dark-skinned Amish.
Those
The
are
R
ones
is silent.
those are the ones that don't want to accept that.
So is that some Amish woman just walking around outside just seeing a big wang just fucking hanging out next door, and it looked delicious, didn't it? I'm going over there, she said.
Is their workload bigger than the white Amish?
Let me guess. Their favorite pastime is basketball.
But they'll do everything but pick cotton.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Johnny. They don't know what basketball is. You fucking mook.
Oh, shit.
Jesus.
Bastards.
I don't think Amish play sports.
No.
I've seen the little ones kicking around a fucking can
Come
or
on,
Do
man.
they?
something.
Do they?
Yeah.
They're like baseball.
I seen them mountain climb.
You said they were black Amish,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they don't like basketball.
I don't.
What are you saying?
I didn't get that far into the article.
Football.
Yeah.
I know they're not logging into the NFL Sunday Ticket every week.
No.
But
No.
they throw a ball around here or there, I bet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe pumpkins, huh?
Yeah. Probably pumpkins.
What they do with the discarded apples.
Yeah.
You know, I don't
To
know.
grow the
you
best
know,
watermelon.
But I never heard about black Amish. But
Neither
you
did
know,
I. That's why I was writing that joke.
That was something
Yeah, I'm
else.
going to look that up now.
Well, that was nice of you to fact check your joke there.
Well, I don't want to be wrong.
Ah. Well, that's probably for best. You know, what you told me and what little joke you had, it wasn't good.
Yeah, it wasn't that good either.
Kidding, man.
It wasn't as good as.
Speaking of jokes, man, we got a straight killer over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is hilarious.
This guy right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
He
guy.
needs the bomb at least once.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we got to go to one of his comedy shows and we got to heckle the fuck out of him.
Please do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
We
getting,
just-
too good for his own.
He just needs a whiter room.
Yeah, he's
You fucks.
he's getting too good for his
Jesus Christ.
yeah.
Gotta have us at the next Jock Road thing.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, no, you know, let's think about how we can come together and bring all your talents together. You know, one weekend, whole weekend put to this show, that show, and do a whole thing and like wrapped around a concert. So I've been kicking around a little bit about the idea of a concert, a fundraising concert for the Valley, and I got a lot of good friends out there, but I ain't at the point yet where I'm gonna ask them to do this. But I did mentioned it, so that's in there. And we bring our all our talents out, that we have our natural talents, and use them as well, So bring some good names out and do it. Just it's gonna be a lot of work, right?
There better not be Indian tacos there, man. As much as we talk shit about it, we can't help ourselves.
Yeah.
We can't help ourselves, man.
Wax bologna sandwich. Fuck yeah. Deep fry that motherfucker.
Deep fry?
Yes.
Well, yeah, you fry that bologna.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Nice and thick, like half-inch thick, too.
Yeah, you gotta do it like that,
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, of course, fry it, but you throw grease in it too?
Of course.
Dude, the government used to give us cheese.
Yeah.
And that cheese, man, that block cheese, oh shit,
Brick of
man.
cheese.
You cut that cheese
Fucking
that
government
thick.
cheese.
You cut that cheese that thick and put it on a hot stove. It melts on there, and then you take your toast and you put that toast on there, and man, you pick that up and it's like, then you grab another toast and hit that,
Fuck yeah.
and man, you got yourself a grilled cheese.
I think Six Nations like spreading cheese the most.
For a scrawny guy, this guy knows how to fucking eat.
He probably burns them calories all day.
Yeah, it's 24/7 with me. Like, it's like, man, hey, there was a bear on Jock Road last night.
There was?
A bear?
There was a bear
Yeah.
on Jock Road last night, and my niece seen it, and she got scared, and a half hour later, I seen it on Facebook. I was like, hey, what the heck is this?
Yeah.
And then I made some phone calls, and yeah, they seen the bear went up the road and it went in that driveway up there. I said, which way was it going? So
Every jock and jock was out there with his rifle like over FUD, right?
Oh, man.
hell no, man, we try to tame that bear.
Yeah, you're going to catch him?
We're gonna catch that bear and tame that bear. We feed him.
Guy's got a bear tied up outside the
Feed him.
fucking,
We'll even make a cave for
outside
him
the
so he
dispensary.
can go in there.
He's going to walk to the next meeting with it on a leash.
Pile some dirt, and put a
He's got it tied to
cave
that
in
wooden
there,
statue
and
outside the fucking
let the bear
dispensary.
go in there and spend his winter in there. Well, I was got it all planned out. I was
Be
like,
riding
man,
him right in front of Goodleaf.
What?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Why would we kill him? Why would we remove him? Because somebody's afraid.
I thought just because he was delicious.
Yeah, it looks kind of delicious.
If anyone would have a pet bear, I think it would be this guy.
He's more like a hyena type guy. I can picture him walking down Jock Road with a fucking leashed hyena.
I put some bear grease on once in a while, like every day I put a little bear grease on,
Yeah?
Yeah, it really keeps the, mosquitoes off your head and stuff like that. Like the black flies. The black flies don't like that grease, so that you put a little bit around there. Yeah.
Hey, I got a question. All right. It's not about food, I swear.
About grease?
No. Well, maybe. You know how men today, we like to smell good. We like to put stuff in our hair that smells good. We like to wear the cologne. We like to use the good soaps. We like to smell good. What did our ancestors use to smell good? Where the ladies were like, ooh, like that.
They use food.
Damn it! What kind of food?
Budweiser and Marlboro Lights.
What? You, come on. Not the Shafts cologne, goddammit. Give me that Jim
After
Beam.
hours cologne.
Can't have the woman come out and say that smells like shit.
It's like, what's wrong with it? It's bear sausage.
Stinks.
I gotta cook it long. Okay. No, seriously, what if we use to smell good? I'm serious.
How old are you?
I'm 36. But you're probably going to say I'm young. Well, I'm not really that young. But the thing is, the stuff I like to wear is old school. Old school. My mentality is if it got Grandpa laid, that's the stuff I'm wearing.
Man, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna have to sit here for an hour with you already, man.
We can cut it short if you want. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize.
You must be nervous about it or something. Bring that shit up, man.
Gonna ask you really fucking old questions. He doesn't even want to know how your Canadian Thanksgiving went or nothing. You got any plans for the weekend?
To use, you know the incense and the sage and all that stuff?
Yeah,
It really has a nice odor, but right now you stink like a white man.
Do I?
Because you're eating meat, you're eating foods that are not natural. And that's why our body odor is different. You eat natural, you smell natural. All the other is some kind of a scientific thing that's trying to make the hormones of the other partner.
I'm actually like kind of sad right now. He just said I stunk like a white man.
Yeah.
That kind of hurt.
Well, no, it's like you put the food.
I mean, we've been telling you to look like one for the last 5 years.
Fuck off! Fuck off! Black Amish! Jesus Christ! What?
That's all right. There's another one sitting right next to you. What the fuck?
That is true. That is
I
true.
smell natural.
Yeah.
He's quiet over there.
He's
the one on the diet, remember?
You forget,
That's
he
the one
wipes his
that's-
ass with eucalyptus.
That's the one that
Talking
smells
about.
like grass clippings, and you're the one that smells like a fucking pig's ass.
I'm the one that smells like the gas that cut the grass.
Fucking diesel fuel.
Like, come on,
That is a truth. There's a true thing that the white people used to smell like shit. They thought taking a bath made them sick, so they wouldn't bathe.
I know this.
And well, our listeners might not. And they're actually trying to chastise Indians because we smelled too good. We fucking took too many baths and put on medicines and all that shit.
I think I might take a shower tonight. I think I earned it.
Thanks a lot. Huh?
He's just gonna go sit in his sweat lodge.
Roger's
with
like, you
shit.
should have done it before. I can smell the macaroni sweating out of your pores.
He's just gonna be rubbing sweetgrass on his face. Fuck you guys.
No, but did we take like cedar or sage or even sweetgrass and kind of like, give it a little...
I've been using cannabis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we can
The
tell.
fresh cannabis flower. Oh my gosh, it smells so awesome, And if they could only make that for men, that smell of fresh cannabis, it's awesome. A lot of people don't like that smell, but it's because they never smelled it before. And that's another way fragrance, like natural fragrance they use. They use like different herbs, put them in a basket to make the room smell good, like flower petals and stuff like that. So I even forget the name that they call them, but anyways, people get the gist. So if you were in the cedar bush working all day and you come out of the cedar bush, I guess you're gonna smell like cedar, Yeah, so if you're out fishing, jeez, Douglas.
But I'm saying, like, back in the day, say I took down a moose. I took a little bit of that blood and just went... You think some of the honeys back at the black...
I'd be worried about that. I'd be worried about that bull moose that's looking at you.
She's a nice lady, okay? Just because she eats as much as me, all right? It's like, geez, he went up for corn 3 fucking times, that guy.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
There were certain parts of the beaver that they took from the beaver testicles.
Oh, jeez.
True.
Yeah,
I'm listening.
the castor gland.
Yeah, they took these things from the animal. You know, a lot of different animals had different smells, and it fucked with the hormones of humans.
Yeah, a lot of fine perfumes and colognes are made of the castor gland out of beavers and skunks.
Yeah, so we had to put something on those stinking white people when they got here.
Good God, right?
Yeah.
How bad? You ever watch those like shows like Vikings and wonder how bad they just stunk when they were going at it?
Yes.
I mean, they knew they were coming a week before they got here.
Yeah.
They could smell them. No, I'm serious, man. They really had it bad.
I know. I wonder if, you know how they say when white people came, they brought disease.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if how much of it was just like, say, like dysentery and E. coli.
A lot of it. Typhus, cholera, that all comes from poor hygiene.
Pretty much all of it.
Pretty much all of it, yeah. They won because they were the most disgusting people on earth.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't it you that said that when the Spaniards came across the Mayan civilization,
Yeah.
they were like, oh, so the shit is supposed to leave the city. No way. And they went back to Europe and they're like, guys, stop dumping it outside on the cobblestone.
Yo.
It turns out it has to go out there.
In the 17 or 1800s, London had what was called the Big Stink. It was so bad people were dying from it, and it was all their sewers went into the Thames River, and it was just so bad. They had to like release all the workers, and people had to fucking flood the city. It was like a hot day, and after that they started making sewer systems. It was so bad that they hired engineers to figure it out.
Huh.
The Big Stink.
The Big Stink.
Yeah.
What do you got to say about that? The Big Stink.
They were civilized, though.
Stinky.
They were civilized.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you know, if you ever looked at, I mean, take a look at wildlife.
Mm-hmm.
Not too often that you see a dirty animal. Huh? They seem to be always clean, beautiful hide, you know. You ever seen, only a pig probably is the dirtiest thing, but they've never, you know, people are still shooting them for their pelts, you know, because they're so beautiful. The birds, their feathers are so nice, but they wash just like anything else. So it's a natural cleanliness nature has. And we are no different. It's just that we have been erased. We have literally been erased.
Mm-hmm. Even our foods. I was thinking that the outside takes credit for shit we did. Like food, all the food. Most of the food comes from here.
Oh, I blame Joe Rogan for that.
Yeah.
Because his false information spewing out there for a lot of people, you know, really just fill
Yeah, he's
their
real dumb when it comes to Indians.
dumb fucking heads into that.
Yeah.
Well, that's all right. You gotta have diversity, you know, and you can't expect everybody to be geniuses.
Here's the thing. Here's the
Too
thing.
bad.
He is one of the biggest platforms on today, and didn't he just have Trump on?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know how many fucking morons are gonna vote for the son of a bitch now?
Well, did you ask Trump to come on this show?
Yeah, he said no.
I figured he would have said that right away. You
Kamala
know?
Harris said no too.
Yeah, well, I mean, of course not. She's a lawyer.
She
a
was
cop.
like, who?
But, well,
We'll get you a dozen votes.
15 at least.
15. At least 15. Or might we even get you a lost election? Who knows? Well, looking at that too. Well, one of us is.
I'm just going by what I was told. Okay, I go by what I was told. A lot of my teachings goes by what was told to me as a child. So, and like, you can fact check today, just about everything that we say. Fact check it and see if it's real.
Yeah.
And that's what's good about today.
Right.
And think about it. Can we move down the road in a fragrance-free world? They tried to do that to you, COVID. Took your smell away. Didn't matter what you stunk like now because you can't smell shit. Isn't it true, guys? You can't taste either, man. The food even lost its taste.
Yeah.
He loved it so much he went and got it 4 times. He was such a big fan.
Like
of
my nose works like fucking 40% of the time anyway, so I can barely smell as is.
Yeah.
Doesn't bother me none. He can be a shitty motherfucker and I won't care. I got terrible nose. Yeah, years and years.
Yeah.
My younger day.
Yeah. That can hurt it too,
Yeah.
It's called nose abuse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think that's what Donald Trump would call it.
Yeah.
Nose abuse.
Yeah.
In the
It happens.
You
Yeah.
You fucking...
Plus it's been broken a few
You were a
times too.
bad boy.
So broken.
Gobiloksa.
Recently.
Probably like twice.
Recently.
Probably had multiple fractures. So
Yeah.
This nose is all fucked.
No, he didn't hurt the nose when he fell.
I thought he broke it.
Dude,
No, he broke his
Yeah.
fucking eyeball.
Yeah,
blew out this orbital right here.
Right. And your nose, right?
And the nose,
Yeah.
And the fucking...
See, I
Nice.
care. I pay attention.
Right there.
Okay, well, I'm just a bad friend then. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, my nose was fucked after
Yeah.
the first fall.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to see you look better.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Looks rugged. Looks rugged.
Yeah. I tell everybody it was the old fucking ironworker fucking
Yeah.
fall. Yeah.
Knife fight.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do a lot of cooking. Circling back to food. I was thinking about herbs the other day. Like we use herbs. We use pepper and salt, and we use like rosemary and thyme and all these different herbs from all over the world. And it strikes me that the ancestors must have had herbs too.
Well, if I could jump in there, every plant outside was our garden.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was edible.
Yeah.
There was nothing that we couldn't eat out there
Yeah.
that at its right time was edible to us. And it was like, you look at plants as weeds now, but they were actually food.
Yeah.
And the season, when the season's right, you eat according to the ripeness of the plant.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like a garden, a natural garden that we look at when you're hoeing it and everything. You take care of your field, the even like the clover, the clover,
Mm-hmm.
the flowers.
Yeah.
The dandelions, the dandelion leaves, the dandelion roots,
Yeah.
and all we do is spray chemicals on it to kill them
Yeah.
in the yards, But actually, those are actual food
Right.
that we should be consuming every day
Mm-hmm.
because that is the natural irons our body needs.
Mm-hmm.
The metals is in that. And I keep hitting the table.
Yeah. It's okay.
Um,
So what are some herbs that we could pull from right outside?
Well, like even the burdock root right now, it's full right now. Everything went back into that root now, and before a frost hit already, so those roots should be harvested now. And the dandelion root, when you cook that, that's actually for the big guy here. Help the gut. It's got a lot of medical parts that help the human body, like arthritis, gout. And that's why it was a natural food. And that's why we didn't have these problems, because we had the connection to our plants. Every plant was in season. We ate it as like it was like lettuce. Then the apples come. Then you load up on the apples. What's the apples do? The fresh apples, what they do to your stomach and your colon.
Cleans you out, brother.
I'm going to tell you, it stretches everything.
Mm-hmm.
The apples are a natural thing that stretches the colon.
Mm.
It stretches it because of the acid and the vinegar in the apple. It's not really the strong vinegar, but it's enough to make your stomach go like that and expand. And then you get the gas like you're getting, not from apples, I don't think, but that's what it's doing. And sometimes your colon has to go like that so that it knocks that stuff, the plaque that's stuck on there, cleans you out. So that's what happens. That's a physics that happens
every. Then you take a mighty shit.
That's what a doctor tells you. The doctor says it. An apple a day.
Mm-hmm.
Keep the doctor away. And that's what that was. That was to keep the movement going. Slow move.
I saw this recipe recently for a Big Mac salad, and it looked pretty good. I think I want to try that.
Yeah, it is pretty good.
Yeah, it's like a Big Mac, but without the bread, and more and more of the veggies.
Without the meat, too, I think.
Oh, you kind of had the meat. Because it was like cheeseburger with it's like taco salad, but without, the taco part.
They were having Big Mac sales. They were having Big Mac salad sales on St. Regis Road. I went there and got a Big
For
Mac
real?
salad. Yeah, over at Big Trees there.
Big Tree.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a little stand there, and they had Big Mac salad going on there.
It looked good, man.
Well, I got it. I got mine and got in a car, and we drove away, and I was like, is there supposed to be meat in here? And there was no meat in mine. I was like, dude, what kind of salad is this? Where's the Big Mac? Maybe it was a vegetarian Big Mac.
They screwed you. They screwed you, man.
I was like, well, all right. But that was my Big Mac salad experience.
It does look good, man. I think you'd be a fan.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, man.
Do you get it at McDonald's or do you make it
You
yourself?
fucking idiot. You make it
You
yourself.
make it yourself, right? Yeah.
Really?
When you make Big Mac salads, call me up. I'll try it too.
Yeah.
I'll try it too.
Just a hamburger salad with fucking
Yeah.
lettuce and
You're just
Big
going to
Mac
look
sauce.
at it and be like, the fuck did you do this for?
Call me up. I'll try it.
Yeah, he'll just be like,
Call me up, man.
Yeah, like you didn't make fun of this guy for months when he had his lettuce buns.
Call me up. I'll try it too.
You son of a bitch.
I like a good salad every now and then.
he laughs now, but I'll be firing that arrow.
Liar. Okay. Jesus Christ.
So what are you getting ready for over the winter now, Raj? Winter's coming.
Well, winter's coming. I'm in the process of making some curve bowls. So I want to teach archery. So I went out and I cut the tree. I cut the bowls out of the tree first, and then I got ready to make like 4 bows out of one tree. And I was also able to make a pounding maul for my son for basket logs. And the base of the tree is the part that I use for the maul itself for pounding basket logs. So we're going to try that and see if he likes that. He's got to fix the handle up a little bit more because I just roughed it all out with a chainsaw. So we'll just draw knife that and smoothen it up. So, but the bows, I made a couple bows from this way and then a couple from this way. So that's one thing that I want to try to get the young people into, is and I recorded the whole thing, and I was going to put it on Facebook a little bit there, have it edit, and take a lot of the noise, the chainsaw out. But yeah, it turned out pretty good. That's the winter.
Nice.
That's fall, hunting, getting ready to hunt, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I set up the camper in the back so that I can watch the back 40 and see if I can get into that spirit of hunting.
Yeah, you're gonna go hunt something?
Yeah, I wanna try the black powder out too,
Oh yeah.
and just try it. You know, I got the long gun.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, so I was gonna put the breechcloth on and take the shirt off and
Just
do that
cosplay
real
your way
fucking
into.
do that real native thing, you know, and
Put the fucking face paint on.
put the damn right.
Hang it up in front of
You
your
can't-
shop once you get it. Just
you
get
can't-
it.
You just can't
Oh, yeah.
forget the face paint,
Oh,
man. You know, because that when that deer sees that face, man, that deer looks at you and tries to figure out what the fuck you are, and he's already dead by the time that happens. You know.
You gotta film that too. That'll get a lot of views.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking of
TikTok
you know,
would love
I
it.
I tan quite a few deer hides, you know, and I leave the hair on some of them, so that I can put the antlers on my head and put the cape on.
That's how you get shot in the wintertime.
Put the cape on and then walk up right up to the deer, right up to the deer, because he's gonna look at this sick fucker, you know, and he's gonna be trying to figure out what the fuck.
All right.
How did that guy end up? In
No
the
more
fucking
Wendigo. No more skin. No more shapeshifter. From now on, I know it's just Roger with the fucking moose head on.
I'm just
Fucking
worried.
he's
antler
just
man down
hunting.
top.
I'm just worried about the other guy in that tree stand
Yeah.
down there. You know, he's taking my ass out.
They'll be
you
like,
know?
look at that weird deer.
There's a fucking trophy right there, man.
He's looking through the scope. He's like, he just took his fucking pants off. The fuck is it? Who hunts like that? He's like, you scared the deer, you asshole.
What the fuck you doing there? No, this is my day to hunt.
I want to get into hunting. I know. One day in my life, I know I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take down a moose.
Yeah.
Moose.
I want to. I want to get into hunting, and that's on my bucket list. I'm taking down a goddamn
Somebody should take
moose.
us hunting. The Aboriginal Outlaws go hunting.
Let's go hunting.
Come on.
I'm in.
One of us is gonna fuck up and show him up in Cologne, and he's gonna be like, "Go home, you fucking idiot."
Fucking Versace.
Yeah.
Hey, they come out with
Fucking deer's gonna smell me coming from fucking goddamn Montreal, man.
Sugar Bear's gonna be like, is this loaded?
Sugar Bowl's gonna have fucking noodles with him.
Sugar
He's like,
Bowl.
Josh.
You can wear that moose cologne.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one they got.
Urine. Oh, yeah.
You ever see those videos with the deer? Did they do that? And the fucking deer just attacks the guy trying to hump him.
Then they go like this. They go like that, and the bigger moose way down in that field over there. He sees that, and he's coming after you, man. And he's coming to get that arrow. Yeah. So you just there. You're like, all those other hunters saying, "What the fuck is that guy doing? Surrendering? Somebody's holding him up over there. What's going on over there?
Yeah.
Oh, don't go that way. Something's going on."
Well, it's always a pleasure having you on, brother. Thank you so much for showing up today.
Always.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Roger Jock.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you for
man.
coming on, man.
Hell yeah.
Well, you cut away from him. Do that again.
What's
Jesus.
up?
Do it again.
That's on. See that?
Do it again.
You got to lean in.
Oh,
There
there
you
it
go.
is.
There's a man right there.
Yeah, there we go.
I like that. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight, folks. I hope you learned a little something today. Clearly, I showed up hungry and gassy. And I better just stay away from the oils that make me smell like a white man. Anyway, I'm John Bigtree.
I'm Sugar Bear Sunday.
I'm Joshua.
And I'm Good Leaf.
Thank you so much for coming today, man. Onagi.